Do you have loads of virtual meetings every week? It's very common now. We're in a post-pandemic virtual working environment, hybrid working environment. Yes, people are still starting to go back to face increasingly, but virtual meetings are here to stay. So organizing these meetings, there must be a more efficient way of doing it. And if, like me, you were spending a lot of time emailing back and forth, trying to find the best date and time to have that meeting. If, like me, you've got frustrated and feel like you're wasting so much time just trying to organize these meetings instead of actually doing the meeting and getting on with work and what you do best. So I'm going to show you a tool. It's an AI-powered tool which automates the workflow and process of setting up meetings. So in my day job, I'm a digital inclusion project manager, and I have thousands upon thousands of different interactions every year. I coordinate 1,000 plus of our volunteers and work with dozens of partners, and that's a lot of different meetings. So this tool has really helped me reduce the time spent on organizing meetings. So last year it saved me about 8 to 9 working days. So we're looking at almost 2 weeks of scheduling admin just wiped off, and it reduces lag, improves customer service. So my customers are the business, the people I'm supporting, and our working with our partners and suppliers. So I use a tool called CalendarHero. There's another one called Calendarly, which is probably more popular than CalendarHero, but both of them do similar things to help automate the process. So I'll run through a little demo. I'll show you how I use it, what the benefits are, and how you can use it too. So it's a brilliant tool. Let's dive in. So let's sign in to the dashboard. So it's a web-based application. You don't download a separate one. You can have integration within Outlook. So there's a widget that you can download, and what's really great about it is it syncs with multiple different services. So there's iCloud, Google Calendar, Microsoft Exchange, Office 365, and they all sync together, so there's no duplication, double bookings, etc. So this is the dashboard. So once you first set up your account, it'll run you through some setup steps and your preferences for that. So it's authenticating your connection to Microsoft Outlook, so it can make the connection and share information and data. So if you put in a invite into your Outlook, or somebody else does, then that automatically syncs up with this. So when you're setting up, you're sending out some options via CalendarHero, then it'll only show the slots that are available. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's click schedule meeting. So there's a few different ways to do it. So this is schedule meeting, or if it's just a general meeting, there's no kind of specific parameters, you can just send them straight to this unique link. So meeting module. So I'll just load that up. This will just grab the next couple of weeks that I'm available, and it'll sync through. So looks like next week I've got quite a few more slots. Friday the 7th of July, quite a few. Thursday less, and then they can just click something, select it, enter your full name. They will put their name in, email address, confirm, and then this will automate a meeting invite. Plus, it'll auto-generate the MS Teams link as well. So I'm just going to close that and then go back into another way that I do it. So quite commonly, what I'll do is I'll customize the invite. So what you do here is just, if you've got your list of attendees, so let's just work through a scenario. So I've got 5 external people that I want to invite. All you need to do is just input their names into here. So I'm just going to use one of my email addresses. And if it's connected to your work system, it will automatically populate, it'll pull up that person's email address details. If it's an external person, what you'll have to do is you'll have to enter it and save it. So that's saved for next time. So let's click next. So we've inputted our guest that we want to invite. And over here, you can choose the date range. So you want your guest to choose a slot between 28th, either on the 28th or the 29th. And it'll read your calendar and automatically pull up some options. So you can customize the meeting title over here. Again, it auto-generates an MS Teams link, and then you can add your agenda items. So you can click next. And over here, you could set a suggested preferred date if you wanted, or you can just have it free reign, let them decide. Click next. So you can either click send invite, and your virtual assistant, mine's called Ava, will send off an email to all of the attendees asking them to choose options. But commonly what I do is, instead of send invites, what I do is I click get invite. So it is an extra step, but I do it so that I can provide a more personal experience and customer service to the people that I want to set up the meeting for. So I'll copy this link, put it into an email, open an Outlook email, put a customized message and ask them, click this link to choose your options. So that won't take long, 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna open that link that I've generated, and this is what my invitees will see. All they need to do is put in their email address, click select time, and this will pop up all the options. So on the 29th, actually, I don't have any slots available, only on Wednesday 28th. So what I'll do is I'll just click this, confirm, and then Ava, the assistant, will send a invite straight into the calendar of my attendee and send it into my calendar as well. So technically, I don't need to even go into my Microsoft Outlook calendar at all. And as you've seen, as I've demonstrated, I didn't go into there. At one point, I did not go into my Outlook calendar, and this is how it automates it. So you can do one-on-one bookings like this, and you can do group as well. The video gets automatically generated. It gives real-time availability and scheduling. You can do custom meeting times, and also a big benefit is you don't have to worry about time zones. So often I have a lot of meetings in my role with people from France, from India, from the US, Brazil, Germany sometimes, and when you're setting up a meeting, if you're doing it manually, you're gonna have to figure out the time zones and what fits, etc. With this, don't worry about it. Your invitee, it pushes that bit of it figuring out to the invitee, because the invitee will know what time that is and it'll present it to them in their local time. So that's another headache out the way. So it's got smart time settings, and it will also give you you can set like a minimum notice period, so somebody can't just book a meeting in with 1 hour's notice. I usually set it to about 6 hours notice, so it usually pushes it to at least the next day, but I tend to set a custom parameter for that. It also automates the reminders as well. So on the day, in the morning, the attendee will get an automated response to confirm the details of that meeting. If they need to reschedule, they can they can click that link that comes through and put through a reschedule request that will come to me. And all of your meetings that you've set up, they will appear on a dashboard here. So all of your upcoming meetings will appear here. So you can take further actions. You can click on a meeting that you set up and do a reschedule request. You can send a reminder. So if people that have not responded to the original requests, you can set a reminder. And don't worry if everyone hasn't replied. So let's say 4 out of 5 have replied, then that's enough to go ahead with the meeting. And you can also set VIPs as well. So let's say there's one person, without them the meeting can't go ahead. But if they have set their preference, then the system will identify that, and I can manually also find time. So let's go over here. So I can click that, and then I can just manually book it. So you don't have to wait for everyone to have replied to your requests. Some people might be optional. So that's a good handy feature to have. Alright guys, that was Calendar Hero. Hopefully that was being helpful, and hopefully it will save you time as well. It saved me a heck of a lot of time last year in scheduling it. Up to 2 working weeks of admin work around scheduling meetings. That's a huge amount, and hopefully you can achieve the same too. If it has been helpful, give it a comment and a thumbs up, and also subscribe for future updates as well. I'll be continuing to do a series on digital skills that I use in my work and also volunteering and other things. So until next time, take care.